So we need to talk about the time trial mode in F1 22. The potential it has to be a good practice range for all drivers to test every aspect of an F1 car with ease and accessibility. These are 4 things I believe need to be changed or added to the time trial mode to make it one of the most superior practice ranges in the racing simulation space. So let's get into it. Number 1, being able to use all 5 tyre compounds across all weather types, as well as being able to choose any fuel load. I believe a lot of people watching probably also had this one on their mind, but it's for a good reason. To be able to have the ability to test any compound of tyre on any track would add a significant amount of value to anyone's practice time. This will also allow drivers to become acclimatized to the hard and medium tyres on track and understand the difference in grip levels, which can give them the edge in a race. Also, currently only full wet tyre compounds are available in the time trial mode. Adding the selection of the intermediate tyres for intermediate conditions would help greatly improve a driver's ability in those conditions. In addition to this, being able to select the fuel load on your setup can drastically affect all aspects of driving the car, from the weight to the handling to the cornering and so on. So allowing players to be able to test all fuel levels for different tracks will help improve overall handling in actual races, as players will now have more experience driving a car that is heavy on fuel. There would also be a set leaderboard for all the different tyre compounds, just how soft and wet tyres are split in the current leaderboard system. Number 2, Crossplay Leaderboards. How about the addition of a Crossplay Leaderboard? With the addition of the messy crossplay in F1 22, which hopefully is improved for F1 2023, a Crossplay Leaderboard within time trial would help create a more diverse playing field across the 3 platforms available at the top of the timesheets. If you are also competing in a crossplay league, this will give you a better gauge of how fast your opponents are and access to their setups as well as their time trial goes. Number 3, a correction to the grip levels between time trial, Grand Prix mode and online. Not many people know this, but the different levels of grip across these modes are actually slightly different, like a tenth or 2 different. But why do they need to be different? I understand time trial is supposed to be the perfect conditions, but the conditions are never perfect in a qualifying or race session. All EA and Codemasters would have to do is make it so the grip levels in time trial are the same as they are in the last 2 minutes of a short qualifying session, as over time in qualifying, grip level increases as more rubber is rubbed off onto the track. In saying that, this would be awesome for the soft tyres, as you would get an actual practice qualifying track. Well, what about the hard and medium tyres? Well, during a race in F1 22, the track doesn't experience a significant increase in grip like it does in a qualifying session. So for these tyres, setting the grip level to online race conditions would add a significant amount of value to anybody's race pace. Number 4, more realistic track limits. In real life, Formula 1 drivers sometimes push the limits of the track to get the fastest lap time. However, in F1 22, this is heavily regular. This is heavily regular. Oh my god. This is heavily relegated by the white line, which runs on the inside of the curbs around the track. However, this doesn't allow for any reasonable track extension seen in Formula 1. A perfect example of this is turn 15 at Stowe at Silverstone. For 2 consecutive years running in 2 different conditions, both times a Formula 1 driver has extended at the exit of Stowe, as shown here. This isn't possible in the F1 22 game, as track limits are dictated by the solid white lines on the track. I understand this could be hard to implement, as coding can be a mess, but I think that an implementation of more realistic track limits would make the game more enjoyable for league racing and also make time trial less frustrating. Well, these are my 4 suggestions for the F1 2023 time trial. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and make sure to check out the rest of my channel for similar content, as well as some funny meme videos. Enjoy the rest of your day. Also Also, can we please fix Mexico? Please stop copy and pasting the incorrect layout for Sector 2, please.